Jim Bob and welcome back to Genesis Alpha 1. The ship has just returned from the mission we sent it out on. Whoa, those are some big nasty worms. Oh, there goes a turret as well. Yeah, we need to get one out the storage locker. I think I've still got one pre-prepared. A few bits and bobs. We've got an infestation trying to spread as well. Look, there's a little nubbin just there. Killed that bit there. Please tell me it hasn't spread anywhere else yet. Let's grab that turret, that replacement turret, if we have one. We do. Just. Have to go and make some more of those in a minute. But just one turret going down, you see. So we still had 3 others operational in here, trying to stagger how quickly they fall apart, so we don't lose them all at once. Let's send the ship back out again. I'm going to run back up to the workshop and process a request for more turrets. We should have plenty of sulfur now. 3. It's not ideal, but it'll do. No sulfur ore left, so we are going to need more, going to need more turrets. More sulfur. We'll have to keep searching for sulfur. A little bit longer, I think. I think there's a little bit on this planet, if memory serves me correct. Is that coming back in? Nope, it's just leaving. Oh no, niter on this one. So we've got copper, niter, aluminium and uranium. We do have iron there and lithium there. So there's no more sulfur in this system. We'll have to find another system for more sulfur. I mean, we know... Oh, Christ! Ah! I should have checked through there. Oh, that is bad. God, that could have gone everywhere. That infestation. That could have gone upstairs. I don't think it can use the beaming station, but if the bridge is suddenly affected, then we may have to think about relocating that beaming station. Otherwise, we're just inviting this stuff to spread. Oh! Straight through to the bridge.
New materials have been refined.
Oh, this is bad. Luckily, it's only spread this way and not down the corridor towards the front of the ship. Otherwise, yeah, this would be a lot worse. Just left unattended. It was running rampant. Bashed out the way by our Robotniks. I've got to know. Can't just assume that it won't spread up here. No, we're fine. It would be in the corridor. And again, it would be waiting for us in the doorway of this corridor. So it doesn't look like it can use the turbo lift. That's pretty much what I expected. And my guess is it can't use the beaming station. Let's find out.
Have been refined.
Yep, we're not being ambushed by green stuff as soon as we get out here. That's good. Right. Gotta run the length of the ship. Just want to check on things.
Resource acquired.
Make sure we've got no infestation over here. No, we don't. That's good. Nothing behind us here. It didn't spread back into the hangar, so we stopped it from spreading in here, but we didn't stop it from spreading through the rest of our lowest... Oh, no. We didn't stop it from spreading in here. It's still very much alive in here. We can see the gas clouds moving around. It's looking for somewhere else to settle. Look at all the biomass. I don't trust that we got rid of it. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's actually hiding underneath one of these scorch marks. And we won't know until the scorch marks are gone or it gets bigger. can I say with confidence this time that we have dealt with it now completely? Not with complete confidence, but with reasonable confidence, I think we've got rid of it all.
New materials have been refined.
Yeah. Okay. Barrier down to 60. Let's launch the harvester again.
Harvester destination set.
That barrier's down to 33, so they're about to go. I've got 3 barriers on me, so if they do go, I can replace them both without having to go back on the ship. That's good. Oh, could have been dramatic there, couldn't it? Something getting out behind that barrier. That's down to 130. Plenty of rounds left. How are we looking over here? These are going to be almost empty now. 25 rounds. 20 rounds. I'm going to lose both my turrets in here at about the same point. And that barrier's low. And that barrier there was low. We're right on the edge with some of our... And obviously these 2 barriers are both right down there. These turrets are going to be getting a bit lower as well.
New materials have been refined.
That one's okay, but I think this one at the back here is a bit iffy, perhaps. 230. What about this turret up here? 240. So some of our sort of exhaustible resources are midway point. Others are really finely balanced, as about to collapse completely. And you know,
Harvester.
acid rifles. Oh, look how much biomass they're dropping. That's insane. We could do with a bigger biotank, but without having a bigger clone lab, it doesn't make a difference because we can't research any of these things that we're picking up samples for. So we're just going to have a boatload of research that all needs to be carried out at once, and then we're going to hit that kind of that wall of not having enough biomass. But
new materials have been
there's
refined.
no point us maxing our tanks out at the moment. We take a look at our ship. You can see we've got our 2 biotanks kind of nestled in just here, so there's no space to build, you know, a backup tank on the side. I mean, I could maybe squeeze something down here, but I don't really want to do that. There's the energy consideration as well. I mean, a biotank's going to use up 5 energy that we could use somewhere else. Have we got all 5 of our reactors in place? We've got 1 reactor space left. So I've only got the 1 shield in place. I want the extra shield as soon as possible. I need 3 more platinum for that. But I still don't have enough resources to defend the ship in the areas where it's needed. Turret's died. Get the little bugger's attention. There we go. Didn't destroy the node. So I need a turret here. I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't have any materials left. We might have to just move out of this system and go looking for more sulfur. There's only 1 trip left on this planet. There's no more sulfur on these ones, so yeah, we'll send them out there, get that last run, so we can get at least get the aluminium. I'm gonna take this turret. I'm gonna have to sequester this one here and put that on guard duty there, so reallocating some of our defences a little bit. But we can only do that so much before we suddenly need those defences from the places we took them from, and they're not there anymore.
New materials have been refined.
Alright, still waiting for 1 more space to be cleared away. Is that coming to collect? That's coming to get something out of one of the deposit spots, which will then trigger one of those to go and collect that and take it to the deposit. There it goes. So now we can launch the harvester.
Harvester
There we go.
destination set.
You know what, I'm going to go along on this trip as well. I want to see what this planet looks like.
New
This is
materials
risky.
have been
We could
refined.
lose someone down here. If there's Zeleny down here with acid rifles, it's a good chance that someone's going to die. But, you know, it's a chance for us to maybe get some weapon samples, maybe get some DNA samples. And I am going to throw up a barrier there as well. So I'm going to be on guard duty. I'll let them get on with the harvesting. I'm going to be looking for Zeleny teleporting in with acid rifles. And I'm saying that because that's what's been coming back up when we've sent the ship down unattended. Or, you know, automated on the missions. Yeah, there we go, look. Oh, this is that green stuff. Those green creatures. Get some abilities, maybe. Healing. Loads of energy cell packs there, look. Switch to the energy rifle. Is that it? Is that the only attack, or are they still too far away to even be picked up by our motion sensors? Oh. There we go. Yeah, energy rifle is probably a bit more effective down here. Plus, these guys drop energy cells, so we'll stick to that for now. Save the bullets, because again, the bullets need sulfur to replace them, and we need to spend the sulfur on turrets more than bullets right now. Should probably put the minigun back in storage until we desperately need it, so I don't, so I can resist the temptation because of using it, because I just love using that gun. So I'm just going to burn through my ammo supply, and then I'm going to get to a point where I need it and I can't craft any more ammo. I'm like, nah. So yeah, I should probably put that away until we find ourselves in more dangerous situations. This we can handle with our laser rifle. We've got a full cabinet of energy cells, so ammo is not an issue. We've had one ability sample while we've been down here. That's it. That's a little disappointing. Yeah, we've got some energy cells, but we didn't need them. We haven't had any DNA samples, haven't had any weapon samples. We've had one ability sample drop. I was hoping we might have had a little bit more. And that's the harvester fully loaded, so... do I stick around? This is the final run on this planet. Something's dropped in. More of these creatures. And the laser rifle is just cutting them to shreds, look. It's like a bobblehead. It's just head just nodding away there. I suppose we should just return to the ship. I want to wait for one more group of these to come in. Hopefully it's going to be a big group. We might get a sample or two. There's 3 of them. There's a sample. 2 samples. Very nice. So that is definitely improving. You know what? I'm going to stay down here until we get the full 10 samples. I'm going to try just wounding them rather than killing them. See if that maybe triggers their ability, and then when I kill them, they trigger the ability. And there's a big group. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that didn't work out at all. Look, they just died. There's another sample, though. That's 8, so we need just 2 more samples, and then we can implant ourselves with a healing ability. And the reason I want that is because it makes it so much easier for us to stay alive when we're on an away mission like this. We take some damage, we can just trigger our ability, which isn't actually implanted in this clone. I've just realised we don't have an ability implanted. But we can trigger the healing ability. There we go, that's a sample. One more to go, and it will get a little bit of health back. It won't be a lot, but it could make all the difference. And you've seen me die by misadventure, I suppose would be the term. Death by misadventure, by accidentally catching myself in the blast of an acid weapon and then just burning to death. Yeah, that would at least help prevent that, or at least keep us alive a little bit longer if we were to find ourselves in that situation again. So, one more sample. Just have to hang around a little bit longer. I'm going to collect that back as well before I forget. They're safe. They don't need that. These creatures are slow moving, so the turret will get them if they get too close to the ship. You know, they can obviously come out and fire themselves. Again, no sample. Come on, one more sample. That's all I want. One more sample. I'll turn my back. You can try and sneak up on me. Oh. There, stuck in front of me as a bigger party. Didn't drop a sample. We took a shot. We took a hit. Biomass will restore us. Come on, one more sample, one more sample, one more sample. Turning my back. Go on, teleport a big group in behind me. There's the group. It's a decent sized group. No ability. Ah, it's going to make me wait for ages, isn't it? Until I get that one last sample that we need. Come on, come on, come on. We can do this. Let's jump up on the rock. Sniping them from distance, look. Not very well, but I'm sniping at them from distance. I need that ability sample. Come on. Some planets, it's so frustrating. Some planets you go and the samples just spill out everywhere. Weapon samples, DNA samples. Yeah, ability samples, they just spill out of these guys like nobody's business, and then you come to some planets and they drop so infrequently that it just frustrates the hell out of you. And that's what's going on here. A bit more ammo. Saved me having to go back to the cabinet, but come on, give me something. Alright, one of those guys took more than one hit. Did he drop a sample? No, just biomass. Oh, come on, come on. This is where I find out I actually need 2 samples, not 1. Because I miscounted. Yeah, you watch, I'll get sample number 10. And it turns out it's only sample number 9. We're due a drop. We're due a drop. Come on. Next group is going to have that sample. Next group. I can feel it.
Life form detected.
No sample. Ah, okay, so when I said I could feel it, obviously I had no idea what I was talking about. Come on, give me this final sample. Then we can take off this godforsaken dust ball and get back to the ship and do some research, gain a new funky ability. Just getting biomass. Why won't you give me that final sample? It's like the game's tormenting me now. It knows why I'm staying down here. It's like, no, we're not going to give you the final sample. You'll have to wait and wait and wait. And just when you take off, the last group that teleports in as you're lifting off will be the one with the sample that you wanted, but you weren't here to get it. Worms. Well, we've seen them in the teleports, but that's the first time we've seen them down here on the planet. Don't tell me it's going to mess with me and just not send send the creatures that even need to drop the samples to us anymore. That would be infuriating. Like, you know, you had your chance, now we're just going to switch up your encounter type completely.
Life form detected.
More worms. I think we may possibly have overstayed our welcome and it's just not going to drop them anymore. Not just the samples, but the creatures that we're getting the samples from. I really hope that's not the case.
Life form detected.
Ah, there we go. Teleporting in. Come on, give us the sample type. That's not a good start. No, we could be down here forever, so let's just go back. We'll get it when we get it. It's so frustrating. Like I said, some planets, the samples just pour out of these guys and you get huge epic waves of attackers, and this is supposed to be a danger planet and we dealt with everything ridiculously easy. And you can't abort the launch. It's not, you can abort the launch from your hangar, but once you trigger the launch here, that's it. You strap yourself in because you're going whether you're ready or not. Ah, that's so frustrating. Maybe the next planet will have something. Again, because we've been down on the planet with the ship, nothing has moved up here, so you can see we still have 31 units in the deposit. Still have 9, 13, 14 units of stuff that needs to be processed before we can even start, getting the stuff off the ship. The teleporter won't have pulled up anything either with the tractor beam. Because we weren't on board the ship, so everything on the ship just freezes in that situation. It's a little frustrating, but yeah, it kind of makes sense, I suppose. That way, it stops. If you say, for example, you go down and an infestation comes up. If your ship is still running in the background while you're down on the planet, and you spend a long time down on the planet like we did, you come back and your entire ship is completely overrun with infestations and creatures and everything, and before you know it, boom, your entire ship's just exploded because all of your power nodes are destroyed and you've got failures, critical maintenance failures happening all over the ship. You just simply, there's no way you can deal with that. That's why everything comes to a stop when you're not on board, so that you don't come back to a situation completely out of control like that. Now, if you're on board and you do nothing, you just put your controller down, leave the game running in the background for an hour, go and have your tea, and come back, and then everything's sprawled out of control, and your ship's overrun. That's on you because you were still on board. You didn't pause, but it won't penalise you for spending a long time on a planet, which makes sense, I suppose. Right, how much aluminium do we have? 9. We need one more. We don't have any more in the deposit. Did we bring back any aluminium with us? No, just uranium. So we can't build 2 domes. Okay, but we can. Actually, aluminium. Do I want to build the other engine first? Yeah, let's build the other engine. So let's get some parity up here. There we go. No longer are we the Mickey Mouse ship. Well, I suppose we could still be, depending on how your what your scathing evaluation of my performance is. We could still be a Mickey Mouse operation, but we no longer look like Mickey Mouse from the back of the ship. We have nice 3 equally spaced hyperdrive engines like that, and I think that's as many engines as you can actually have per ship. Yeah, you can only have 3 hyperdrive engines per ship. I don't think we, even if we had the extra aluminium, I don't think we could get more. Or we might be able to get one more. I don't know. I don't think we can. I think 3 is the limit. Something's still alive. Oh, I forgot. No, we replaced the turret in there, didn't we? Has the other turret gone down? No. Barrier's still up, just. Something was just nibbling at one of the sockets in here first then, before it got spotted. Perhaps, or trapped somewhere. Something stayed alive a lot longer than I expected it to. Maybe it was something in the
New materials have been refined.
tractor room. I think this room's finished. Yeah, tractor beam's inactive. There's no more material that needs tractoring up, is there? No. So it's all down to just the ship now. I still haven't unloaded the cargo yet. I might have to bring Binny back in here at this rate. Have 2 arachnoids in here. Just, you know, it's not the safest.
New materials have been refined.
In terms of having, you know, not that tough creatures in here. Means it's, if you've got 2 of them, it's likely that, you know, both your crew members will die if you get attacked anywhere around there. But if it's going to speed up our operation significantly, might have to consider it. Let's just actually do a straight comparison on the terminal between the intelligence level. Size that bug. Oof, that was a big one. Let's do a size comparison. Or, sorry, intelligence comparison between the 2. So, that's a human level. That's an arachnoid. Slightly more resistant. Slightly more intelligent, but less health. We really do need to get Arachnoid version 2 up and running as quickly as we can, I think.
New materials have been refined.
Alright, so we should now at least be able to finish unloading the ship. We are. What's left? 1 iron.
Harvester destination
Go grab that.
set.
And we've got 2 trips there. 8 lithium and
6, 5, 4,
some plants.
3, 2, 1.
Oops.
0. Launch sequence activated.
It's the uranium, look. We've got 10 uranium ore waiting to be processed. 3 niter. It's all those plants. We're going to need to build a new dome. I just don't want to try and go with a 3rd crew type so soon. Oh, and I can't now anyway because I've just built the 3rd engine. So, yeah, that kind of throws that one out anyway. We should increase our jump range, which might theoretically improve our scan range. I don't think the scan range is affected, but let's have a look. There's our jump range now. Look how big that is. Let's see what's nearby. Now that we can make, you know, a lot more movement per jump. We're looking for KOH plants. Oh, look at that. We've got KOH plants
New
nearby.
materials have been refined.
Got one in this system. Another Glubra. 3 sites in here as well. And another HCI plant. Oof, wow. A lot of those.
Harvester has returned.
What's in here? Another Glubra in there as well, but the rest of that system's unscanned. Is that Eisenstein? It is. And then we've got one in there which we can't get into because we don't have the platinum. Do we have platinum nearby? Just outside of our jump window. Just there, just there. All around there. That's where we got attacked last time. you know, if you remember, we got attacked by mechanics and chased out of that area, which is why we started coming down this way. Is in that system, all on its lonesome. 2 unidentified critical planets. Okay. Alright, let's look at maybe getting some KOH
New
plants.
materials have been refined.
I think this is going to be a good system for us, because we've got, you know, some resources, nothing amazingly useful, but we've got the plant. We've got some sulfur there, and we've got all these sites, 3 sites as well. I think that's going to be our next location. Let's use the teleporter. Oh, we got an infestation on the ship. That's got to have come from the... That could have come from the hangar, actually. Yeah, it's come from the hangar, look. We've got to deal with this, otherwise we're going to get creepy crawlies getting into our tunnels. Especially with our barriers both being so low around here. That's the last thing we want, is for them to be just brushed up against and they immediately collapse and stuff sneaks off into the tunnels.
New materials have been refined.
Where else did it spread? Is it in here? Don't think it's spread in here yet. Doesn't appear to have spread in there or there. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's spread through that section yet. Let's check underneath just to make sure. Plus, yeah, we should see that telltale red smoke coming through the floor if we do find an infestation that we weren't aware of. I think we're okay, but I might want to check upstairs.
New materials
That red glow from outside is a little frustrating, trying to spot a red infestation on the floor. It didn't go out this way, did it either? No, it didn't. Good. Ooh! We've hit that bug. Because we used the beaming station, it's bugged it. It's bugged the cargo, look. It's giving us the option to destroy the cargo and launch at the same time, and obviously we can't do that. It's only 1 iron, so I don't mind destroying it, but we'll have to avoid using the beaming station when a harvest is being unloaded as well, because otherwise that's going to screw up our cargo, potentially. That's frustrating.
New materials have been
Okay.
refined.
I'm nervous about these barriers. I mean, we've got safety barriers for those, so I'm not overly worried, but it's a frustration. I'm going to check upstairs. Just make sure. Yep, we're okay up here. And we're okay up here as well. There's our engines. All 3 of them now, looking mighty. Beautiful stuff. And there's our domes. Make our way back down. Just in time for the ship to return. Let's see. Bringing the plant back. What else is coming back?
New materials have been refined.
Some lithium.
Harvester has returned.
Has he gone up against that little hole in the wall again? He has. There's 2 of them there this time. There we go. That's got them both. Why do they keep doing that? I don't know. It's only those ones that do it. Those mantis creatures. Very odd. Odd behaviour. keep checking just in case we get any arachnoid samples down here. No. Bit of a slower paced run this time out, this episode, than we've had a little bit more recently. We had those two very, very hectic, well, three or four reasonably hectic, but two very hectic episodes, where we got boarded and had to fight off an attack while we were trying to drive the ship at the same time. They literally teleported in right next to me at one point while I was trying to clear a corridor. And then we had that mass infestation, the triple infestation, 3 separate outbreaks happening at exactly the same time. That was tough, but we dealt with that. This is the last run as well, so we don't need to be here for this. We can just wait for the ship to return. And we can stand by to jump. Do you think they know where we are? That's an interesting screen to look at. Freeman coming from straight above us. Mechanics flanking on either side. No, they don't know we're here. They're just kind of drifting through their sort of territories, I suppose. Or do they even have set territories, or do they just drift around wherever they are as their territory? I think it's probably a bit more likely. But it's always nervous when you see your screen fill up with very, very hostile creatures like that. Two mechanic squadrons and a Freeman as well. Still waiting on the harvester to return. Once that comes back, we'll be jumping to the next system. There it comes. This is our target. Let's see if it's going to bug us out again if we jump too soon.
Has returned.
Prepare for hyperdrive.
That's disorienting at times. We got an infestation, so yeah, we made the right call to rush back. There it is. Got it.
New materials have been refined.
Don't think it's spread anywhere else. Oh, no. It has. Again, I can't really see the gas. The illumination through the windows is making it quite tricky to see where the gas is spreading. Everything down here looks okay. This turret still hasn't burnt out yet. There's got to be, what, 15 rounds left. It's fired one more time since then. Nothing's spread in there. Nothing's spread in there. As far as I can tell, nothing has spread in here. And, oh, no, it's definitely in here, look. We didn't get rid of it in here. What about now? I think now we might be okay. Is our cargo unloading or is it bugged? I think it's bugged. I think we bugged it by jumping. Yeah. You see we've got the destroy or launch options. Ah, okay. Okay, there goes some lithium. It's a shame, but, you know, we kind of put ourselves in that position. So, let's go get the Glubra, first of all. We'll go along with this. See if we can get an idea of what exactly is going to be in this kind of system. So just a plant to grab. Then we'll start hitting up those sites. But before we go and actually start tagging the sites on the other planets, we'll go and install this plant which will generate 2 more units of atmosphere, which means we can bring in 2 additional members of crew. Oh, it's really easy to see as well. And who knows, hopefully while we're down here, we'll get that missing sample, finally. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm going to grab some ammo.
Access granted.
There we go. Oh, we've got rocks. So we can at least get some rock DNA. Oh, shield aura. Now that is a very useful ability as well. Very useful indeed. I have now used that ability and have enjoyed using that ability. Very, very useful when you're being boarded by Freeman or mechanics. Or something's got an ability. That's the ability we needed. I think that might be the healing ability.
New ability research.
It is fantastic. Oh, we got more creatures here as well. More rocks. With an ability, look, you can see he's glowing. Maybe that was just... there it is. Look, there's the ability sample that got dropped. Some DNA. What are we at? 2 more rock sample DNAs, and we've got enough to do that research. Do we do it? Do we stick around again and see if we're a bit luckier this time?
Life form detected.
I'll give it a minute. Oh wow, look at the size of this group spawning in. This is supposed to be a safe planet, you know. This is more dangerous than... This planet's more dangerous than the last time we sort of stayed down on the surface. Rocks are incredibly tough, take ages to kill. And you've seen the size of that group that just beamed in. That makes this planet more dangerous. Odd. Very odd. Just waiting for another group of rocks to appear. Trying to stay out of the red searchlight so I can actually see what's coming. Oh, we're not going to get rocks now. Turret wipes them out pretty much instantly. A little bit of biomass that, you know, will heal us up. We can't really collect it. Tanks are full, but we can certainly boost our health back up again. They're not rocks. There we go. There's got to be something. Come on, rocks, where are you? Oh, excuse me. Why is it? I get right towards the end of a recording and I have to fight desperately to see if I can end the recording without sneezing. I think it's like 2 weeks in a row. Come on, throw some rocks at me. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Get pelted on the back of the head with a giant rock. No, it's just going to give us these guys again. It's not going to give us the actual rock. Oh, there's another big group as well. Loads of them. Let's be back up to full health. Alright, we'll wait one more teleportation, see what the next group is in. If it's rocks, great. If it's not, never mind, we'll go. Because otherwise we're going to be stuck down here forever again. I really don't want to have to do that. Just getting a closer look at our sort of deposit racks over here, look. It's kind of interesting. Oh, I've only got 4 rounds left. Switch guns. I still haven't put this back in the cupboard, look. You know, I love it too much. Oh, here we go. We got rocks. Right. Unfortunately, ballistic takes a while to hurt these guys. There's one sample. Come on. Ah, it was only one. Ah, we need one more. I can't remember what atmosphere rocks use. Oh, something's beaming in over here. He rocks. Nope. but it's energy cells, which means I've got some ammo for my laser rifle. So the rocks are still coming. They're not just hiding and not coming back out to play. Something's teleported in this way. Please be a rock. It is. Please have a DNA sample. It didn't. Ugh. I wouldn't mind if I had, you know, space in the biotanks and needed to stay down here to fill the biomass back up as well, but you know, I've got 2 full tanks waiting, 20 units of biomass to do the healing research, another 20 units of biomass on standby to do the clone research.
Life form detected.
Another big cluster of these guys sneaking in. Come on. We should probably think about leaving. We'll get that rock probably somewhere else in the system, so let's do that. Let's launch. You'll we see a rock appear right there now, just as we're about to close the door and take off.
2, 1, 0.
Ah, nothing. Okay, never mind. So we've got what we need. We've got, you know, that healing ability. Finally. So while the ship is being unloaded, let's make a quick dash over to the clone lab. Let's do the research. Healing.
Processing.
Research that. There we go. Clones. Yeah, steep 1 sample short. Never mind. And what we'll also do is head over to the greenhouse and get that plant installed. It's this one, isn't it? We'll get that plant installed so that we can improve our atmosphere and get 2 more crew members on board. So where is the Glubra? There it is. We'll call for that. We've got our new ability. We'll go and get that implanted in a second. In fact, we'll do that next time out because we've reached the end of another episode. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob and I'll be back with another episode of Genesis Alpha 1 and 2 new members of crew for HMS or USS JBPG very soon.